Makwa Ashe was a boy stitched together from two different lands. His father was Nigerian, a Yoruba man, his mother an Ojibwe woman from Canada. In Toronto, Makwa's dual heritage made him feel invisible, a puzzle others didn't want to solve. The world demanded he choose a side, but his spirit refused. His parents built a fortress of love around him, sharing stories and traditions from both worlds. In solitude, Makwa began to sense something ancient and powerful stirring within him. When Makwa was 9, he hid in the school library, escaping the sting of bullies. Staring at a wolf in a book, the world shifted. He smelled pine, heard a distant howl. Soon he saw shimmering auras around people, red for anger, yellow for laughter, blue for sorrow. One day he comforted a fallen sparrow, feeling warmth flow from his hand as it flew away. That night, Makwa sensed the world's whispers, no longer faint but a call from the spirit realm waiting just for him. Makwa's mother, Anang, was his anchor. She understood his heart, never dismissing his visions. She brewed cedar and mint tea, listening as he shared his world. When illness came, Anang grew weak. On her last day, she pressed a thunderbird stone into Makwa's hand, a symbol of love and protection. Now, Makwa carries her gift, her words echoing, "Your heart is your compass, your kindness is your strength." In the grey aftermath of my mother's death, two lights appeared in my life, Ada and Nimi. Ada was a force of nature, her laughter loud and unapologetic. She challenged my sadness, dragging me out to explore the city. Nimi was quiet, a genius with computers, understanding my solitude. Together we formed an unlikely trio, a circle of support. They saw my gifts as a source of power, not weakness. Our friendship was forged in shared dreams and late-night conversations. I was not alone anymore. I was part of a circle, and together we were strong. As I grew, my abilities sharpened. I learned to read the energy of a room and saw the global market as a living entity, driven by fear, greed, and hope. Excelling in economics, I realized this world was a battlefield, fought with algorithms, not swords. I couldn't just stand by. With Ada and Nimi, we formed the Dawn Consortium. Our mission, use finance for balance and healing, not greed. Our first victory proved a new kind of power was possible. I quickly learned that the world of high finance was full of predators far more dangerous than the bullies on the playground. These were men and women who wore expensive suits as armor and wielded wealth like a weapon. They saw empathy as a fatal flaw and kindness as a foolish weakness. My primary rival was a man named Silas Thorne, a corporate raider whose reputation was built on fear. Thorne was a master of manipulation, a man who enjoyed the destruction he caused. When I looked at him, I saw no aura at all, just a black hole, a void of emotion that consumed everything around it. Thorne represented everything I stood against. In our battles, Thorne used traditional weapons market manipulation, spreading rumors and leveraging immense capital to crush his opponents. He expected me to fight back in the same way, but I refused to be drawn into that game. My weapons were different. I used my intelligence to anticipate Thorne's moves, my deep empathy to understand the fears of those Thorne was trying to control, and my unwavering belief in doing the right thing to inspire loyalty in others. I showed people that there was another way, a path that did not require sacrificing one's soul for profit. My kindness was not a weakness. It was a shield that Thorne's attacks could not penetrate. One of my greatest powers was my ability to listen. I would meet with the employees of a company Thorne was targeting, not as a financier, but as a human being. I would listen to their hopes, their fears for their families, their pride in their work. I could feel the collective spirit of the company, its strengths and its vulnerabilities. This deep understanding allowed me to craft solutions that were not just financially sound, but also emotionally resonant. I empowered people, giving them the tools and the confidence to stand up to giants like Thorne. I was not just saving companies, I was restoring their spirit. This approach baffled my competitors. They could not understand how I won. They saw my focus on people and ethics as a distraction, a foolish waste of time. What they failed to see was that I was playing a different game entirely. While they were focused on the short-term gains of a single battle, I was building a long-term alliance of trust and mutual respect. I was showing the world that profit and principle were not enemies. My greatest victories came not from crushing my rivals, but from building something better in their place. I proved time and time again that love, wisdom, and kindness were not just moral virtues. They were the most powerful strategic assets of all. My journey was never just about wealth or business victories. It was about honoring my parents' legacy and the two worlds within me. The name Spirit Wolf was my destiny, a pathfinder, a leader, a bridge between worlds. Every act of kindness, every seed of hope, transformed the battlefield of finance into a garden. My true strength came from the harmony of my heritages, my heart, and my mind. Alpha Makwa's path proves that empathy and purpose can shape the world for the better.